There are storms in life that arrive like intruders, unwanted, unexpected, unexplained. They tear through the calm you worked so hard to build, scatter the pieces you tried to keep together, and shake the ground under your feet. And the reflex of the human heart is almost always the same. We curse the storm, we resent it, we fear it, we question why it came, doing why God allowed it. We whisper through clenched teeth, why now? Why me? Why this? But the storms you curse may be the very storms that are saving you, not destroying you, not punishing you, not breaking you apart, saving you from false security, saving you from harmful paths, saving you from stagnation, saving you from yourself, saving you for something greater, something you can't see from where you stand now. God doesn't send storms to drown his children. He sends storms to deliver them when the sky turns dark without warning. Nobody prepares for a storm they don't see coming. Life can turn dark in a moment. A diagnosis, betrayal, a loss, a failure, a financial blow, a shattered relationship, a prayer unanswered, a door closed. You see the clouds form, you feel the pressure shift, and before you understand what's happening, you're in the middle of winds you cannot control, and your first instinct is to resist, to fight it, to protect what's falling apart, to cling to what's slipping away. But storms, especially the God-sent ones, never come without purpose. They may be sudden to you, but they are never sudden to him. You see chaos, he sees correction. You see disruption, he sees redirection. You see loss, he sees liberation. What feels like the worst interruption is often the beginning of divine intervention. The storm reveals what the calm conceals, calm hides things. Keeps dysfunction comfortable. Calm allows old wounds to stay buried. Calm lets weak foundations pretend to be strong. But storms expose everything. They expose where you are building on sand. They expose what you have been avoiding. They expose the relationships that were never real. They expose the habits that are destroying you quietly. They expose the illusions you depended on. They expose the idols you didn't know you had. They expose the lies you believed about yourself, what you think the storm is. Taking away is often something you were never meant to keep. Storms strip you, but they strip you clean. And sometimes God needs to shake what is fake so he can secure what is real. Storms are often mercy in disguise. There are storms that feel like punishment, but turn out to be mercy that prevents you from settling for less. Mercy that interrupts the path leading nowhere. Mercy that exposes the truth before it destroys you. Mercy that forces you to confront what must be. Healed mercy that compels you to move when you refuse to let go. God's mercy doesn't always come gently. Sometimes it comes violently, like the storm that pushed Jonah toward destiny, like the storm that revealed the disciples' lack of faith. Like the storm that cleared ancient paths and birthed new nations. When God sends a storm, he is not trying to ruin you. He is trying to rescue you. The storm you're cursing might be the answer to your prayer. You prayed for direction, so God shook what kept you stuck. You prayed for courage, so he placed you where fear could no longer hide. You prayed for healing, so he exposed what you tried to bury. You prayed for growth, so he removed the structures that kept you small. You prayed for deeper faith, so he brought you into a place where only faith could hold you. You prayed for strength, so he gave you something to lift. You prayed for freedom, so he broke the chains you called comfort. You prayed for transformation, so he lit a fire under your feet. But when the storm came, you thought God misunderstood you. No. He understood you better than you understood yourself. Storms do not contradict your prayers. They fulfill them, but differently than you expected. When God breaks what you would have built wrong, the storm breaks what you were building with your own hands, not because it was worthless, but because it was insufficient. For where you are going, you thought that job was your future. You thought that friendship was permanent. You thought that relationship was destiny. You thought that routine was stability. You thought that plan was God's will. The storm shattered it, and you stood shocked, devastated, confused, but God saw what you couldn't. The cracks, the danger, the misalignment, the hidden compromise, the spiritual stagnation. He saw that what you built couldn't carry the weight of who he is shaping you to become, so he dismantled it, not to diminish you, but to protect you. When God destroys something, it's because he has something better to build. Storms produce strength you didn't know you. Head pressure reveals power. Waves awaken endurance. Chaos creates clarity. Resistance builds resilience. Storms force you to grow. They push you into depths of prayer you never reached before. They sharpen your focus until only what matters remains. They reveal your spiritual muscles, the ones comfort kept unused. They teach you to walk by faith, not by sight. They rewire your responses. They raise your threshold. They prepare you for assignments that peace alone could never ready you for. Some storms give you something no calm could: fire in your spirit, authority in your voice, conviction in your decisions, humility in your posture, compassion in your heart. God uses storms because storms transform. The eye of the storm, where God meets you. Every storm has a center, a still point within the chaos, a place where wind and noise fall silent. The disciples found Jesus sleeping in the storm's center, not absent, not worried, not overwhelmed, present, peaceful, powerful. The storm didn't intimidate him, it bowed to him. And every storm in your life has a place like that, a space where God whispers louder than the wind, a moment where his presence becomes unmistakably close. You may enter the storm frightened, but you do not walk through it alone. He is in the boat, he is on the waves, he is in the wind, he is behind the thunder, he is beyond the lightning. The storm that feels like the end is often the place where you meet God most deeply. When the storm redirects, you storms change direction, not only of wind, but of lives. A closed door might be divine protection. A failed plan might be holy redirection. A painful transition might be spiritual relocation. A loss might be the beginning of freedom. The storm is not pushing you backward. It's pushing you where you were too afraid to go. Forward, higher, deeper, closer. The storm is not against you, it is for you, because God will use wind if it takes wind to get you where you belong. The most painful storms are the ones that expose you to yourself. You can lie to others, you can hide from the world, You can mask your flaws in good times, but storms strip everything away. They reveal your fears, they reveal your doubts, they reveal your wounds, they reveal your idols, they reveal your need for control, they reveal your dependence on people, they reveal the cracks in your faith. And even though the truth hurts, it is the kind of pain that leads to breakthrough, because you cannot heal what you refuse to acknowledge. Storms bring the truth to the surface, not to shame you, but to free you. Don't curse the storm. Bless it. Bless the storm that broke the relationship that was poisoning you. Bless the storm that forced you out of the environment that was suffocating you. Bless the storm that ended the job that was limiting you. Bless the storm that exposed the friends who never deserved to stay. Bless the storm that pushed you to your knees and taught you to pray again. Bless the storm that humbled you before pride destroyed you. Bless the storm that cracked open your heart so it could finally heal. Bless the storm that made you seek God with desperation. Bless the storm that stripped you of what you didn't know was hurting you. Bless the storm that brought you back to yourself, back to truth, back to purpose, back to God. The storm didn't ruin your life. It returned your life. The transformation after the storm. When storms pass, the world doesn't look the same, and neither do you. You walk differently. You speak with new depth. You love with more compassion. You pray with more fervor. You discern more clearly. You trust more deeply. You fear less. You see God where you once saw only chaos. You see purpose where you once saw pain. The storm didn't just pass, it shaped you. You emerge from it with a quiet authority, the kind that comes not from theory but from survival, not from knowledge but from experience, not from sermons but from storms. People who have walked through storms carry an unmistakable presence. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, it's something unshakable, and it cannot be learned in calm waters. The storm prepares you for your calling. Your purpose requires pressure. Your assignment requires resilience. Your destiny requires depth. God cannot place great weight on an untested foundation. So he strengthens you with storms, not to weaken you, but to prepare you. Prepared for influence, prepared for leadership, prepared for spiritual authority, prepared for compassion, prepared for endurance, prepared for impact. The storm that scared you is the storm that shaped Yofa, the calling you are stepping into. Looking back and finally understanding, one day, not today, but someday, you will look back at the storm you begged God to remove, and you will whisper with tears of gratitude, "Thank you for not answering my prayer the way I wanted. Thank you for the storm. It saved me." You will see the protection, you will see the redirection, you will see the purification, you will see the preparation, you will see the mercy, you will see the hand of God in every gust of wind, and you will finally realize the storm was not the enemy. It was the turning point, the final truth stone. Curse the storm. Bless it, learn from it, grow in it, walk through it, trust the one who sent it. Because God does not waste storms, he uses them, he shapes through them, he speaks through them, he saves through them. And the storm, Euphrates, the storm that carried you exactly where you were meant to go, the storm is not your destruction, it is your deliverance. It is not killing you, it is saving you.